Honestly, when you're a girl in your 20s, you're navigating life and you're trying to figure out life and you're just like, what should I do next? What's happening? Listen, I'm going to share some life advice for young girls. Honestly, if you're not a girl, you can actually take some of this advice as well and apply it to your life because all of these are so important for you to go on throughout life. First thing I would say to young girls is try your hardest to have everything for yourself. So that would be getting your driver's license. I know of some people who were young in their 20s and they're like, oh, I don't care to get my driver's license. Like, no, care. When I would turn 16, that was the first thing I did. My 16th birthday, I literally went to the driving place and did my G1 and I passed, thank God. I almost failed by like 2 questions. And there was people when I went, there was this one girl who was doing it like 3 times because she didn't even want to give up. She wanted to go home with her G1 and she was there doing it multiple times until she got it right. And I don't see anything wrong with that, to be honest. Get your driver's license. And the reason why I say get it as early as you can, it's because it matters. If, like, honestly, even if you're not going to use the license, just still get it and have it because you never know. Like some people are like, what's the whole point? I can just take public transit. My parents drive me, but is that forever? I always try and tell people to get your driver's license because when you're in your 20s, you can leave and go anywhere as you please. And you have your own sense of comfort and privacy. And honestly, I can say everything, but once you start driving, you will understand and you will never not drive ever again once you get it. It's just really easy and comfort. You can go on road trips. Whenever you want to go shopping, you can hop in your car and go. You can go out with your friends. You can do so much, attend social events, social gatherings because you just have your own vehicle, just because you have your own driver's license. Listen, honestly, when you have your driver's license, sometimes you can use your parents' car, your family member's vehicle, and sometimes you can be that safety driver. If someone is like, hey, I really need help with driving, you can hop into that vehicle and drive. It's so good to have your own driver's license. And as a young girl in your 20s, the reason why I say this is because yes, we get boyfriends that drive. Yes, we all do. But you want to have your own independence because let's think about the negative for a second. What if one day your boyfriend is like, I don't want you in my car anymore, come out, or he doesn't, you guys break up and he doesn't pick you up and do everything for you. Have your own vehicle, okay? Have your own vehicle because even if that relationship doesn't work out, at least you know that you can still drive yourself around and do the things that you need to do. And relationships are a whole different topic, which we're not going to talk about in this video. But what I'm saying is, yes, we're supposed to depend on man for things, but to not to like a extent where without that person you wouldn't be able to dot, right? So I don't love that for young girls. So young girls, please go get your driver's license. If you need all the extra help, there's all the extra help out there for you to be able to thrive and pass your driver's license. No matter what stage you are at, your G1, your G2, your G, just go get your license. Okay. Please get it. You guys literally will thank me later. It's a life advice, to be honest. Next is a job. Get you a job. Get yourself a job. It doesn't matter how much money you're making, just get yourself a job. When you have a job, it teaches you a lot of things. You interact a lot with the public, so you will learn how to develop your speaking skills, your negotiation skills, your conflict resolution skills. It opens you up to the public, so you will see a lot and learn a lot. Okay, and you will observe a lot as well. And I think working a job really builds character in every positive way out there. And not only that, you're gaining the income. When you have an income and you're in your 20s, you can now start buying the things that you need. You can also start budgeting, you can start planning for your future. And these are essential skills that any human, regardless of gender, should have. And having a job can set you up. When you have a job, you can be like, you know what? I'm anticipating this amount of money every 2 weeks, and I have a goal of what? Getting my own blah 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 blah, right? You can now say, okay, I'm going to work towards that goal, and you're able to do that with having a job. Now, the reason why I say get a job too is because, again, as a girl, you don't want to have a boyfriend. And I have to be like touching back on the boyfriend topic because now that I'm at the end of my 20s, guys. Now that I'm at the end of my 20s, I realize a lot of women rely on men for everything. They're like, oh, I don't really care about having a job because my boyfriend works and he takes care of me and I don't really. That's fine. We all want that. But again, even if your boyfriend works, still have your independence and have a job. Get your job, get the things that you want. Yes, your boyfriend will buy everything for you, but for the times where you just want to buy your little perfume, you want to get your hair done, maybe you want to try a cosmetic procedure, at least you have your money on you that you can spend. And not only that, you don't want to always have to rely on your boyfriend giving you money. Like, oh, I have to wait until this day to get money. I have to wait on this day to get. No, no. When you have your own money, you can just spend as you go, anytime you want, with no restrictions. And you guys also have to look long term. Imagine if that relationship fails. You have to think like this because it's realistic. What's going to happen? Are you going to be able to drive home or go to your parents' house or drive and get your own apartment? Are you able to move out and get your own place? All right, sorry. I needed a. Listen, imagine you and the man broke up. Would you be able to move out and within a few weeks you'll be able to sustain yourself? If I broke up with a man today, I would be okay because I have my car and he has his own car. If I broke up with a man today, he has his own house, I have my own house. Even if we moved in together, we still would have two cars. I don't understand like relationships, and every relationship makes sense to everybody, I understand, but I never understood relationships where they only had one vehicle. And everyone has their reasons why. Some of them are reducing expenses. Maybe one person stays home all the time, so they only need to use the vehicle whenever they have to do errands. I understand everyone, but with me, two cars is a must because I'm not waiting on you to come home for us to do stuff. Sometimes you just want to run out and do things, go to a social event, right? But that's me. Say my boyfriend and I live in the same house, and I say, okay, I'm like, we break up and it's his place and I'm living with him. No problem. I will leave. I'll catch at somebody's house for a few weeks, but I wouldn't be worrying because I know I'm still going to work every day and I'm going to get paid, and I'll just save up and try to get my own place. And that's what I want for young girls. That's advice. Please, even if you have a partner, still remain independent. And relationships are fun, much more funner anyways when there's two incomes in the relationship. You both have money, you both are spending money, you both have cars. It makes the relationship much more easier and fun. Even if men don't want to admit it, they will admit it behind closed doors that it's easier having a girlfriend that has much more going on for themselves, okay? If you don't want to believe me, I'm just telling you the truth. The next tip I have is to shop. When you're in your 20s, buy all the things you like. Who cares? If you spent like $10,000 on something, don't regret it. We literally don't even know if we're going to make it into our 30s. We don't know if we're going to make it into our 40s. Who cares? 20s is there for us to make horrible financial decisions, not like to the point that like you're going to prison or anything. But you're making all these decisions. Buy shoes for $200, buy the bags for $300, but still be responsible to a certain extent because honestly, by the time you reach 25, 26, 27, you're going to reflect and be like, oh my God, I wasted so much money. But at least in your 20s, shop, shop, shop till you drop. Buy all the things that you want. I'm all for it. Like in your 20s, just do it. Just do it. And the second thing that I would also say, even though I just told you guys to shop, save for the things you want. Whatever you want, save, save, save. With me, if I know that I want something and it costs like $10,000, I will save for a few months till I get that 10K, and then I'll buy the thing in cash. I will tell you guys one little tip about life. Buy your stuff in cash. But that's me. That's like not a young girl advice, but that's just like a life tip for anybody. Buy your things in cash. I'm all about like buying things, especially materialistic things in cash. I don't see the point of doing payment plans and going into debt for something that will break tomorrow. Like, the sun is gone. Okay, so the next thing as a young girl, I would say stay active in your 20s. Please go out and do stuff. Like, try your hardest not to bed rot. Honestly, I feel like social media is such the death of us to the extent, especially TikTok. 1 hour on TikTok can be a whole like 13 hours for the day, just bed rotting, couch rotting, rotting, and just swiping. When you go out and do things, you literally realize how much there is to enjoy life, and just social media puts on this like entertainment facade. Anyway, that's a whole different topic. But be active. Go swimming, go canoeing, go walking, even on a short 10-minute walk. Just go walk, go run, play the sports, try out new sports, do things within your health capacity. Just be active. You're going to thank me later. When we were in high school and elementary school, we were also active. But if you were genuinely like an athlete or you just stayed active throughout high school, it's going to be easy for you to tap back into that realm once you become in your 20s. But stay active as much as you can, burn as much calories, because being fit beats anything. Being slim and being healthy beats anything. Because I realize the older that I'm getting, the more I put on weight, it's so hard to take it off. Even my earring agrees. The more you put on weight, which you'll start putting on weight in like your late 20s, it's so hard to take off, just to let you guys know. So literally just do things. Be active, go for little jogs, go for walks, ride a bicycle, go rollerblading. Be active. It feels so good. Even go swimming. Swimming is like one of the fastest ways to burn calories in a short time. Love it. Just do it, guys. Another life tip that I have for young girls is be nice to everyone. I know some people have this ideology and thought that only be nice to people who you like and who benefits you. Now, when I mean like who you like, I just feel like you should be polite to everybody. Until this is my motto. Be polite to everyone until someone gives you a reason to be like to not like them anymore or to just like be rude to them. I feel like you need to be nice to everyone. And let me tell you guys something. You never know who you meet. The most simplest person will have you meet people that can change your life, that can provide you with opportunities that you would never expect. Don't always think that it's the most flashiest person that can change your life and do the most for you. Nope. It can be the most simplest person. And honestly, be nice and polite to people because we all are going through things, and just you doing like a smile, saying hi, acknowledging someone's existence can really do a lot for somebody. When I encounter polite people in public, I sometimes reflect and I'm like, wow, there's still like decent, nice people out here in this world, and be that reason. Honestly, it takes $0 to be polite and nice to people. And I cannot stand, I'm going to be honest, I cannot stand a person that feels like they only talk to people who benefit them. I just feel like life shouldn't be like that. So you guys wonder why so many people are liked or they have such big connections. It's because how they make people feel. And people just remember the interaction with them. And it takes you guys far in life, just to let you guys know. Because that person was like, hey, Annesha Adams was so nice when I spoke to her, and like you were talking to someone about something, and because that person had a good interaction with me, and that person was like, oh man, I really need to find someone who can do this and that. Oh, I'm gonna recommend you Annesha. Yeah, it's a girl I met the other day. Annesha Adams was so nice. Let me introduce you to her, and bang, you got a new connection. Like you never know. I realize being social, meeting people, being polite to people have got me in rooms that I wouldn't have gone into if I wasn't like that. I've stayed in circles that are amazing because of that. So be nice to everyone and do not listen to miserable, mean people who just don't smile with people. They're just mean and they only smile to people that benefit them, or like if it's a potential like partner. And like girls watching this, we all know those girls that are mean to everyone unless it's a guy that they like. Like, don't live life like that. Be nice to everyone. Be kind to everyone. You never know who you meet. Now, let me tell you guys something also. Even though you're nice and kind to everyone, not everyone's gonna be nice and kind to you. And you know what? We're just gonna ignore them. When I was younger, more hot headed, I would just have a reaction for everything and everyone, but I stopped doing that. I mark people and leave them where they are now, and I don't even respond. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, you're blacklisted for the rest of my existence on the planet. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you and never talk back to you. And also, the more you get older, here's another life advice. You will kind of have ideas of how some people are based on your interaction with them. Especially if you're someone who interacts a lot, you can just read someone easily. Like you can tell based on their personality and character how they would be. And it just comes with like life, to be honest. It comes with life. You can tell what type of person that person is. And you can tell good people. You can tell people who are going through things. It just comes with life and you being exposed to a lot of things. Speaking of exposed, embrace and explore phases. You guys are going to go through so many phases in, I feel like in life. I feel like from I could even think till now, every single year I was in a different phase. Every single year I tried out something different. Embrace it. Embrace every season of your life. Take as much pictures and explore phases. Life is so simple. Like I know some people are like, oh my god, I'm so scared of people judging me. Literally explore. I was in a stage when I was younger, I would say like 12, 13, where it was very trendy to be emo scene, and I was in that phase like 100%. I was wearing the black eyeliner, the wrist covers. I had my hair like spiked up, I had the bangs going to the side. Like I was in that phase. I was wearing the stripes, the checkered, the flat Vans, like the lace up Converse, the skinny tight jeans. I was in that. I was wearing the colored hair. I was in it. I was in it. The lip piercing, all of that. because it's just a phase. It was just a phase, and I loved it because now, like, sometimes people bring it up. They're like, "Remember you're in your emo phase?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." That's how life is. I was once in a photography phase. I was a photographer. I was once an athlete. So embrace those phases because you learn so much in every phase, and it makes you well diverse and well rounded. Like literally explore it, and you meet people and you learn a lot of different things. To be honest, embrace everything and take pictures. Like take pictures of everything. Pictures have been the best thing ever because when you were look back on things, you're like, wow. Ah. The next thing I want a lot of young girls to do, if you can, well, there's two things. The first thing I'll say, try and live on your own and see if you like it, explore it, and it's something that will build so many skills, build character, and I love every single one of it. I love it in general, so I always advise young girls to go and get their own place. Get something within your budget. My first apartment, I always share this story, it was $500. It was a studio. I was paying $550 a month. It was studio. It was perfect for me. Honestly, if I can go back and get that place right now, I would move there in a heartbeat because honestly, I only need a studio. What do I need a big, huge house for? But yeah, go get your own place, live alone, decorate it the way you want, go grocery shopping, pay a few little bills. You will thank me freaking later because it's such a memorable experience. Now, me being at the end of my 20s, what I can say is that younger me actually would have said, stayed at my parents' house until I saved up enough money to purchase a home for myself. That's literally what I would have said. And if you're young in your 20s and you have that level of maturity, then do that. If you come from a healthy environment and a good home where you can stay living with your parents or your aunt or your siblings or your cousins for free, and it's like nothing, your family to them, save, and then do a down payment on a house. And the amount of money that you would pay for your mortgage monthly would be literally as much as how much you would pay monthly for rent. But the difference is you own the house. And even if you did this in your early 20s, by the time you reach your mid to late 20s, you can literally buy another property. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with that property. You can end up renting it out, buying another property. You can keep that one and buy another one and then rent the new one out. Like there's so many things. So the older me, the more mature version of me now would have said save up, bought a house. But the young version of me would say rent a place and decorate and explore living alone. It's the best thing ever, to be honest. And one more thing I always advise us young girls to do is to go explore, go travel. The best, I don't even know, $200 I spent in my life was on a passport or two passports because I have two. And I've been traveling. Go and travel. When you travel and experience things in different countries, different cultures, different types of people, you're interacting with different races, you literally learn so much. You travel by plane, you travel by ship, you travel by train. You literally view the world so differently. I'm so grateful that I'm able to explore this world, and it opened up my eyes to a lot, and I've learned so many things, and I want you guys to do the same. I've met people who have never left their literally neighborhood before, and all they know is their neighborhood and the people in their neighborhood, and they just live the same cycle of doing what they grew up doing, seeing their parents do. And it's actually sad because I'm like, there's so much out there that you could explore and see. And it's just because people don't really go out there and explore. Live in a different city, it will be nervous in the beginning, but once you move, you will be like, oh my god, I should have done this earlier. This was not bad. And you can always move back to your home city if you want as well. Yeah, live in a different country as well. If you ever wanted to live in a different country, I would tell people do it. Do it, even if it's for 6 months, if it's for a year, literally just do it and then go back to what you want to after. I highly recommend people to do that. It's the best thing ever. And it changes your perspective on life a lot, a lot, a lot. You see and realize a lot of things. Yeah. So that's my advice. Oh, also, the older that you get, just to let you guys know, it's going to be so normal for you to have less friends. Like when we were in high school, we had a lot of friends, but the older you're getting, it's going to get more lonelier to a certain degree because you're working, you have different priorities, everyone's living alone, everyone has their life that they're figuring out. Everyone's lives are going in different directions. So it might get a little bit lonelier. Best friends that used to be best friends are not best friends with you anymore, or you guys just grew apart, you guys look differently, people start showing their true colors. When we were in high school, we kind of suppressed our thoughts, emotions, opinions because we don't want to offend other people. But once you become an adult, you realize that a lot of adults don't care and they have opinions that might be offensive and they might say things that are offensive. So you have to keep that in mind once you're navigating in your 20s. It's different. It's different. You might also build a whole new social team as well, in the sense that you are gonna have different friends. And even if you don't have friends or you just have one person you talk to, it's literally so normal. At first, I'm like, oh my God, I don't hang out with people anymore. I don't really have friends like that. I don't really do much out. It's okay. You learn to live in your solitude. For majority of people do, and we learn to live alone. And basically, the young adult starter checklist. If you guys have any other tips for young girls, you guys definitely comment down below. If you're young, if you have any questions, you comment so I can answer them. And I will see you guys in my next video. Au revoir.